My name is IACAMPO. The president and artistic director of Exhibition Hub. We create exhibitions, both sensorial and objects, where we tell the story of a subject, or we're just there to entertain people for an hour and a half. Our main office is in Brussels, and we have a second office in Atlanta, Georgia. The main products we've been doing is edutainment, exhibitions for everybody, such as the Van Gogh immersive exhibit, Monet immersive exhibit, Klimt immersive exhibit, dinosaur with animatronics and immersive. We have an exhibit on Lego. So most of our products, or almost all our products, are really, from children to grandparents. Everybody can come and find something that they can do together as a family or as a group. Well, I think all those words are buzzwords. XR, VR, augmented reality. I think at the end of the day, what we try and do is, first of all, is recreate the story. Then we look for technologies that can augment that story. And more, we are involving interactive elements in our exhibits, but we're focused a lot more on passive entertainment, passive interactivity, as opposed to direct interactivity. Because what we find is that when you have 100 people in a room, for them to individually interact is not practical. But for them to be walking by a screen and they see their skeleton, or for them to walk around in a room and the environment changes based on where people are in the room, I think that that's where the real power is. And I think that different technologies all have a role to play. For us, virtual reality is a segment. It's not in itself an event. We don't think that by itself it's an event. We think though, but in a 1.5 hour experience, to have 10 minutes of virtual reality is perfect. We think that in a 1.5 hour, 2 hour experience, to have a room of augmented reality, I think that's also excellent, but not throughout the whole venue. And now, of course, with the HoloLenses, and it will increase the possibilities much more, because they're becoming commercially viable, and they're also becoming technically more simple to use. So I think the technology for us is inescapable, but it's part of the experience and not the experience. Yeah, this is my first year at Stereopsia. It's a very interesting conglomerate of people from all walks of life. I think it's a good environment. Well, I think it's a bit of discovery. I always say if you go to one of these events and you meet one person that in the future you can continue to deal with, then I consider the event a success. So we met a couple of up-and-coming companies that are doing some interesting things with the VR, some interesting things with mixed reality. And so for us is to look at that and say, how do we apply what they've been working on to our projects to make our projects more viable?